Hey, what's up, guys? I promised a part 2, 3, and 4 for my big mouth tutorial, and today I'm gonna be going over the solo, which is probably gonna take me a little minute, but I'll try to explain it the best as I can because I don't have very good recording equipment, but I will do my best to help you learn it. um, what I taught you before was the main riff, which is this. So if you know those chords, the rest of the tutorial that I'm going to give is going to be pretty simple. Not the solo, but the rest, like the bridge and the what he plays after the solo, stuff like that. It'll be more simple for you if you already watched that. If you haven't, I'd recommend going doing that. But the solo, I'll play it slow so you guys can kind of get the gist before you start learning it. It's this. That's the solo. It looks difficult because in reality, he plucks it faster than what I just played, obviously. But the chords are pretty simple. It's just you play them in a different manner than you normally would. Like the first, before I start teaching, the first is just an A chord, but you see me playing it right here in relation to the capo on the 5th fret right here. On like the normal strings you play an A chord on, like this. You can bar it, however you want to play it. But in this case, he plays it with his pinky, his ring finger, and his middle finger, as opposed to his pointer, his ring, and his middle finger. So that might make it a little more difficult for you because it took me a long time to learn this. Because I've only been playing for like almost 3 years now. But I watch him live a lot, and I try to learn as best as I can because I know a lot of people want to learn what he plays, and I'll try my best to do that for you. So yeah, let's get started with this. So the first phase, I'm gonna teach you this first. Just this part. That's the first thing I'm going to teach you because when I learned it at first, I learned it from other YouTubers, and I don't really think they did too good of a job at explaining what he's doing exactly. So I'm going to try to explain well. It's kind of hard with this crappy camera angle, but I'm going to do my best. So the first chord, like I said, is just a regular A chord. But what you want to do, because after you play this, after you play that, you slide down into an A minor shape, and you need to keep your pointer finger right here on this string, on the B string on the 3rd fret the whole time, because once you pluck the beginning, you slide down into this chord, and if you don't have your pointer there in the first place, it's going to be really hard trying to switch. So the first thing, play an A chord with your pinky on the B on the 5th fret, your ring finger on the forget the strings, on the G of the 5th fret, and then your middle finger on the D of the 5th fret. So it's still an A chord right here. Trying to get my fingers closer. It looks like this. Right there. And what I was saying about your pointer, you want to keep it right here on this string. That one. Because after you do the first phase of the solo, you have to slide down. So what he's doing in the beginning is he's holding this shape that I showed you. This A chord in the 5th and his pointer right there. So what he does first is he plays these notes. He goes the open A. So he plays an open A, and then he upstrokes the A chord. He does this. So just practice this over and over. That's what he's playing. And immediately after he upstrokes, after he plays this, he goes into this. See, this is where your pointer finger comes into play, because if you don't have your pointer finger here and you don't play the A in a really weird shape, you'll have to find that you'll be playing from this and then switching to a weird A shape. It's not worth it. Just play it like this the whole time. It's the easiest way. But as I was saying, you start with an open A and then upstroke the A chord. So after this, the next phase, he does it sounds like this. What you do here is from this A shape, he upstrokes, and then all he does is slide these two fingers down, so you get this chord. So he plays this. So from this A to this A minor shape. Hold up. Okay, that's that part. So what you have so far is this. Just practice this. And the next phase, all you're doing, you're not changing the chord. You're just sliding this A minor shape down to where you should play it right here. So you have this. And then open A again. And then what he's playing there is this. He's just with this A minor shape, he's just hitting A and then B. So what you have so far is this right here. That's what we have so far. That's the first part of the solo. So the next part after the A minor shape is you'll have this. Hold up. All that is plucking these right here. He's lifting his pointer finger. So you just pluck the A and then open, on. So all we have right now is this. Okay, so the next phase of the solo is the exact same. The same thing. It's this. It changes right here. He plays. All that is the same thing you did for this, except you're just playing the same notes, and then your pinky on the 3rd fret of the E, and then open. So you have this. So what we have so far is this. So practice that. Practice the first part and then practice that, because that's really all there is. So after you play. This is the next part. You still play the same thing. Every time you start the solo, he starts with this. Every time. The only thing that changes is this and this. Okay, so after you play this, what he plays next is this. I'll play it for you. What that is he's playing... Same thing, plucking the A chord, but this time he is playing this. Pinky on the B on the 3rd fret, pinky on the B on the 3rd fret, pointer on the B of the 1st fret, like that. So what you have is this. So that's that. And after that, all he's doing is what I was saying about the chords in the original riff. He's literally just playing that up the fretboard. So after he plays this. He goes to an F shape, like this. So just the bass note of an F shape, which is this. F is ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, and then middle finger on the 2nd fret of the... the G string, pointer finger on the B string in the 1st fret, so you get this chord. And what he's playing here is just that. Bass note. And then he's moving into the G, which I was saying it's just the same chord progression, just a G. And he hits this note, not the first bass note, not this. He gets this. He plays here is this. I'm sorry. F, G. And what he's doing there is from the F to the G, he's just playing this. Same thing, bass notes. And then to the G, which is the shape. pointer on the same string, and just move your ring finger, 3rd fret E string, and then middle finger, 2nd fret A string. So you get this chord. And what he's doing is this, plucking the 2nd string, 2nd, 4th, and then the E. So the whole thing we have is this. So that's the solo. I hope that helped you guys, and I know when I'm not like the best at explaining, but yeah, I also probably messed up a lot, so apologies for that. I don't really have any recording equipment. I'm just trying to help some people out. So hope that helped you guys, and I'll be making a bridge soon and the ending, whatever you want to call that. But for sure, keep out for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.